66 million years ago, Earth was struck by catastrophe. A massive asteroid, larger than Mount Everest, slammed into what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. The impact unleashed energy equivalent to billions of atomic bombs, igniting wildfires, triggering tsunamis, and sending a cloud of dust and ash into the atmosphere that blocked out sunlight for months, maybe even years. As a result, about 75% of all species on Earth went extinct. This included all non-avian dinosaurs, marine reptiles like mosasaurs and plesiosaurs, and flying pterosaurs. Many plant species died out, and with them, the herbivores and carnivores that depended on them. It was one of the most catastrophic extinction events in Earth's history. But among the few survivors were mammals, small, warm-blooded, adaptable animals that had existed quietly in the shadow of dinosaurs for over 150 million years. Before the extinction, mammals were largely nocturnal and small, typically under 2 kilograms in weight. They had limited ecological roles, often feeding on insects, seeds, or small vertebrates. Their small size, burrowing habits, and ability to regulate their own body temperature gave them key advantages during the post-impact chaos. While large animals struggled to survive without abundant plant life or prey, small mammals could hide, conserve energy, and feed on whatever they could find, whether insects, fungi, or decaying matter. One of the earliest known mammals to survive the extinction was Purgatorius, a primitive tree-dwelling mammal and one of the earliest known relatives of primates. It likely fed on insects and fruit, and its arboreal lifestyle helped it avoid ground-level dangers. Other survivors included small insectivores like Mylestes and Zalamdalestes, and members of the now-extinct Multituberculata group, which resembled rodents and had specialized teeth for chewing tough vegetation. The extinction of the dominant reptiles opened up ecological niches around the globe. Over the next few million years, mammals underwent a process known as adaptive radiation. With less competition and fewer predators, they diversified rapidly. Some evolved to take the place of large herbivores, while others became apex predators. They spread across continents and into every type of environment: forest, grassland, river, and sea. One of the first groups to expand in diversity were the Condylarths, early hoofed mammals that gave rise to modern ungulates like deer, horses, and cattle. An early example is Pantolambda, a sheep-sized mammal that lived around 62 million years ago. It had broad feet, strong limbs, and likely fed on soft vegetation and fruits. Condylarths eventually evolved into many herbivorous forms, shaping early Paleocene and Eocene ecosystems. Carnivorous mammals also evolved rapidly. The creodonts, now extinct, were dominant predators for tens of millions of years. They included species like Hyenodon, a wolf-sized predator with powerful jaws. At the same time, early members of the order Carnivora began to appear, leading to the modern lineages of cats, dogs, bears, and others. Primates began to diversify as well. Following species like Purgatorius, early primates such as Teilhardina and Archaicebus emerged in the Eocene, developing traits like grasping hands, forward-facing eyes, and larger brains. These traits were crucial for life in complex tree-filled environments and laid the groundwork for the eventual evolution of monkeys, apes, and humans. In South America, isolated from much of the Cenozoic era, mammals took unique paths. The continent saw the rise of large flightless birds like forest wrasses, the ptera birds, and unusual mammals like glyptodonts, heavily armored relatives of armadillos. Marsupials, which had once been common globally, diversified widely in South America and Australia, producing forms that mirrored placental mammals elsewhere through convergent evolution. Some mammals returned to the sea. Around 50 million years ago, a group of land-dwelling hoofed mammals began adapting to aquatic life. They eventually gave rise to whales, starting with semi-aquatic ancestors like Pachycetus, then to fully aquatic species like Basilosaurus. Today, whales and dolphins are among the most successful marine mammals on Earth. The rise of mammals was not just a consequence of the extinction of dinosaurs, but also a result of key evolutionary traits. Mammals give birth to live young and nurse them with milk, which allows for a high survival rates in unstable environments. They have varied dentition, enabling them to chew and process a wide range of foods. Their brains are larger relative to body size compared to reptiles, giving them an edge in behavior and adaptability. By 10 million years after the asteroid impact, mammals had spread across every continent and filled ecological roles once dominated by dinosaurs. Over time, some species became enormous, like the elephant-sized Wentatherium or the horned Brontotherium. Others became highly specialized, such as burrowing moles, gliding colugos, or fast-running ungulates. Eventually, this evolutionary momentum led to the emergence of hominins, our own ancestors, in Africa. From tree-dwelling primates to tool-using bipeds, our lineage carries the imprint of that ancient opportunity, the extinction event that wiped out the dinosaurs and reshaped the world. Today, mammals include over 6,000 species, ranging from tiny shrews to blue whales, the largest animals to ever live. Every one of them is a descendant of the small survivors who endured the darkness, famine, and chaos of Earth's last great mass extinction. The fall of the dinosaurs was a tragedy for the Mesozoic world, but for mammals, it was a turning point, the beginning of a new era, the Age of Mammals. Thank you for watching this video, and hopefully see you next time. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking and subscribing.